Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I just filmed my other one from December 16th and here we are 10 minutes later on December 21st. What magic is this? And at the end of that video I was wondering where all that extra money was coming from. I actually had just stacked $400 together and I didn't know that, so silly me. I will check next time. Anyways, I'm going to do another cash envelope stuffing video for December 21st. Okay, and first envelope, I'm basically going to stick to the same envelopes I had in the last video because these are kind of my important areas that I want to save in. Except for I did add another one for music festivals because I just heard that my favorite music festival is going to be on next year. So I am so excited. And every year, I can't believe how much it costs to get in. Like, it's fine, it's volunteer run, and it is expensive to run a music festival, and previously it did turn into kind of like a party spot for teenagers and people who just didn't go for the music, so they had to jack the prices basically to keep out the people who are going to wreck it. So oh my gosh, listen to me like talking about teenagers. It wasn't just teenagers, I'm sorry teenagers. It was everybody of all ages that was coming in and just kind of causing a ruckus. So anyways, I added an envelope for that, and like I was saying, it costs about $1,000 for the weekend between me, Sorrel, and our camper van to get in. It's about, I think it's around $400 just to kind of get into the festival, and then it's probably another couple hundred in food and gas, and you know, you need sunscreen, or you need to fix something on the camper van or whatever. So I always just like kind of budget about $1,000 for this weekend, but it is honestly, you guys, the funnest weekend of the whole year for me. So it's money well spent in my mind, and I don't really do anything else. Like, I don't, as far as like traveling locally and camping, like we generally just go out a couple times a year. We don't spend that much money, so this is just like such an important weekend for me. And like, have you guys noticed things have just gotten so expensive? Like, it is ridiculous to go anywhere. It's crazy. I don't know how people do it nowadays. Like, kudos to anyone with kids and families. Like, bless you for having to put up with some of the prices, because it is bananas. Anyways, tax envelope 2040, and we're gonna add another $40 to make a total of $80. Our taxes every year are about just over $2,000, so I have got a ways to go on this envelope, you guys. Oh my goodness. In my travel envelope, I have 140, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, and we're going to add $40 for a total of 180. This is basically just the money that I'm saving up to spend on COVID tests while I'm traveling to Europe in February, if I can even go. Because COVID tests are probably going to end up costing me about $500 to $600. But I wouldn't be going if it wasn't important. So yeah, it's to go see family, and it's like, there's like family members I haven't even met, like they were born. I haven't met them, and I'm just like, this could go on for the next 5 years, and I just have to go. I have to go see this little dude, so it's okay. It's just the tax you pay for traveling. And like I say too, like, if you are privileged enough and you have enough money to travel, you have enough money to do the COVID tests. It's just the way of life now, and we just have to live with it, unfortunately. So for Christmas this year, I'm gonna add $20, and I just decided like 5 minutes ago, 20, 40, 45, 50, and I'm gonna add 20 to make 70. I've just decided 5 minutes ago that this money is gonna go for Christmas next year, because I basically paid for everything this year, and I may as well just start saving up for next year, because why not? Bike. I have $140. Like I said, this is just, I'm also going to kind of make this a bike trip fund, because we go about an hour and a half away to these really good biking trails, and like I say, gas, food, money, whatever. We can use this towards bike maintenance, but we can also use it towards trips and stuff. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, and 140. We're going to add $20 to make 160. And biking won't happen for probably another 5-ish months, so give us plenty of time to save up some money for that. House upgrades, so I'm gonna add $50 to this envelope. I have $70, and I just feel like Like I mentioned in the other video, I'm getting some furniture refurbished, and I think it's gonna be like between, I can't believe this, but $300 and $500, but she does such an amazing job. And she basically took a antique piece of furniture of mine that I was almost considering just throwing it away. Like it was just rough, like the drawers wouldn't open, and the paint job was so ugly, and it just like wasn't a functional piece of furniture. But it's like this piece of furniture I've had since childhood, and we had like found it in this old cabin that I grew up in, and it's just like I just like inside of me couldn't deal with parting with it. And I also, like I mentioned, like I have tried to refurbish things before. I do not have the right eye for this kind of thing. I don't have the patience. I end up making a mess of it. I buy a bunch of paint that goes to waste, and or just give it away or something. So it's so much better for me to spend a little bit extra, and someone who knows what they're doing can just do it. And my husband, who is a carpenter, he just doesn't have the time. Like he can go make money rather than refurbish this piece. Like he doesn't see the point in missing out on work to refurbish furniture. He's like, why don't you do that? I'm like, I can't do it. So trust me, I've been around the block on this conversation, and yeah, she is amazing, this lady. So I'm happy to also pay her and support her business. So anyways, on to the next envelope for my pet fund for that expensive vet appointment we have to go to. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. And we're going to add $60 because I would not, 40 and 60. I would not be surprised if this appointment ends up being at least $200, because that's just how much it costs to go to the vet. And you know, they're specialized medical professionals, and they deserve to be paid well for what they do. They make sure animals are comfortable, and part of owning an animal is responsibly making sure you can pay a vet to take care of your pet. So anyways, that's my soapbox. I'll get off of that. My hair appointment fund. So 20, 40, 60, 80. I'm gonna add $20 to make 100. My emergency fund, I have from 10 minutes ago, 50, 70, and we are going to add $50. Why don't we, actually, I'll save the $5 bills for the music festival fund, and I'll explain why. So yeah, I will put $50 into this envelope, and I'm thinking I'm like feeling a little bit like I really want to beef up this emergency fund, and I'm not sure if I want to keep it in cash or if I want to deposit it. I'll probably deposit it actually, because I have like a separate bank account. But like I mentioned in my other video, like I save so much better with just cash, but I don't want to have too much cash in my house, you know what I mean? So I might just deposit that, and it isn't a high interest savings account, but my sticky little fingers can just dip into it too easily, unfortunately. So I'll have to think about that. In my car fund for my 4 new brakes, 20, 40, and 60. I need new brakes. Oh no, I have $10 left over. Oh, I accidentally put an extra $10 in. Okay, I remember, I did the math wrong. Nope, I know exactly what happened. So what I'm gonna do, gosh, what is with my brain today? I'm just gonna put $30 in there because I don't feel like putting it back. And we'll just kind of go like do. Nothing ever happened here. So music festivals. The reason I like to have $5 bills is because the vendors at music festivals, I find, like, I've been going to music festivals my whole entire life, and I've spent lots of money at the vendors and the food and the merch or whatever. And every year I would go, I would find that by about Sunday or even Saturday evening, they didn't have any change left, because people came with 20s, 50s, even like 100s to these rural music festivals in the middle of nowhere. The nearest bank, well, it's closed, it's the weekend. The nearest bank is an hour away. So they would be stuck with all these huge bills, and they wouldn't be able to provide change to anybody. So what I do purposefully, and I think anyone who goes to music festivals should do this, I always bring a ton of 5s, a ton of 10s, and a bunch of change, because I want at any point, like I try to spend the exact amount so that they don't have to provide me with change, because I know how much of a burden it is to them to have to do that. So it's literally no extra effort for me to go to the bank and get $5 versus $20 bills. So I don't know if they notice, or like, I don't know. And then when I pay to get into the gate, even, I'll pay with like 5 and 10s, and like people behind me are like so mad at me because I'm like counting out $5 bills to the people, and like literally $400. But I actually think a couple of years ago she was like, she saw what I was doing and she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, because people would show up with like huge bills. So anyways, just my little like fun fact of life that I do. So this upcoming week, we're gonna have an expensive vet visit. Worth it, because you know what, our dog, knock on wood, has been super healthy, and she hasn't really needed to go to the vet for anything other than her booster shots. So, yeah, it's all good. Poor little girl needs a dental visit. Just go to dentist. We're gonna floor our second bedroom. We bought the hardwood floor, and we're just kind of like, what would you say, seasoning it or whatever, so that it can become acclimatized to our house, and then you floor it. So you wait about a week, according to my carpenter husband, just so that the wood doesn't like expand or contract or whatever. Once it's in, it's almost like if anybody's like a quilter, like pre-shrinking your fabric so that it's the right size. That's what it kind of reminds me of. We also redid one of our closets. We moved into this house like 3 years ago, and there's just so much that needs to be done to it. And Sorrel, bless his soul, he ripped apart his closet, re-drywalled it. We're gonna floor it. We're just waiting on the paint, this very special vapor barrier paint, which, pro tip, I guess, is actually a really, really good insulator in your house. So if you are repainting your house, if you get a vapor barrier paint, it can actually help insulate and help keep your house way warmer. We re-insulated our roof this year, and Sorrel, my husband, was like, that's only part of it. It's the vapor barrier paint that's actually going to help seal in kind of the heat. So that's pretty cool. And then it's Christmas, and I'm working on Christmas Day, and you know what? I'm so fine with that, because I get paid like triple pay, triple time or something like that on Christmas. I get to hang out with my work family. There's always a ton of food and treats everywhere, and I really like the vibe at work on Christmas Day. It's lovely, and I'm really looking forward to it. So anyways, thanks guys for watching this. I hope you guys have the merriest of Christmases and a really safe and happy New Year's, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!